regreso a casa mucho más enriquecido.
On this, the sixth and final day of what he has called his pilgrimage of penance in Canada, Pope Francis again expressed his heartfelt pain at centuries of wrongs.
No vine como turista.
I did not come as a tourist. I have come as a brother to discover firsthand the good and bad fruit borne by members of the local Catholic family over the course of the years.
But at a meeting with survivors and Indigenous leaders in Quebec City in the morning, the Pope did not directly name the entire Catholic Church as bearing responsibility for the horrors of residential schools, leaving expectations for a stronger apology unfulfilled before he departed for Iqaluit, the last stop on his Canadian tour. Feelings were mixed ahead of the Pope's brief visit to the far north.
I hope the Pope means it, though, with all his heart, because it broke my family.
Some have found comfort in the pontiff's words. For others, words are not enough to heal deep wounds.
Don't think he gave an apology.
Francis has since expanded his apology to acknowledge a key issue he had not mentioned before.
I think in particular of the sexual abuse against minors and vulnerable people.
Still, we don't see any concrete acceptance of the genocide that resulted from the doctrine.
Pam PALMATER, the chair in Indigenous governance at Toronto's Metropolitan University, says beyond the apology, Francis is facing calls for concrete action, including renouncing papal decrees that justified colonization. A message unfurled right before his eyes during Mass on Thursday, and reinforced by those who met with Francis on his last day.
You don't get to pick which truth you want to talk about and which truth you don't want to talk about, because we're living the damage of all of that.
After everything that he's heard across the country, as well as within this meeting room, he needs to provide that direction for a real action plan.
With the exception of those residential school survivors who needed this visit for their healing, that's important to acknowledge. But if he doesn't actually have an action plan, then in addition to re-traumatizing and triggering a large number of Indigenous peoples, it will have been hollow.
The Vatican has confirmed a new church statement is being prepared to address the doctrine of discovery, just one of the many steps that still need to be taken on the path toward reconciliation.
It is definitely the beginning of a much long-awaited conversation about what really happened on this land.
Caryn Ceolin, City News.